This is the type of wiring this house has.
Don't forget that.
I don't even understand all this. Do you even understand what they did or what they were doing?
This is the power wire. This is feeding the light. This power wire is this one right here. They're using that same power to go into the receptacle, and then they're going out of the receptacle and going to another one over there.
Well, that looks janky as all get out. Terrible.
Yeah,
And that.
So this is the power
And you're not
wire.
supposed to have wire nuts inside of there. That means they extended those wires.
Right. Yep.
And this is one outlet.
Yes.
And they've been, like almost all of them have been that way.
Very special. So, what we're going to do is we're going to check voltage right here. Oh, look, they didn't connect any grounds either. That's interesting.
They didn't connect grounds in the ones in the bathroom either, did they?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the power off.
Yeah. Let's do that.
What I want to do is I'm going to check voltage right now, and basically check the voltages like this. We're going to put the meter right there. See the V with the curvy line and the straight line? That's AC. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop them there and there, and you should have 120. What you do, 121.7. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go.
Cut the power.
And just shut the main off.
Kitchen is happening. Kitchen time.
Which I can't reach. Which
You have to stand in the chair. You have to stand in that chair.
I got a ladder right here. My handy dandy 4-foot ladder.
I like it. It's really lightweight.
Yeah. So we're going to remove this wall completely.
Yeah,
this whole
the whole
enclosure
panel
right
thing.
here, and then you'll have a surface mount panel. We'll put a picture in front of it so you won't even see it. So now that the main is off, now let's see if this is fed by that panel.
Which I think it is because it's the newest. No, that's the oldest panel, isn't it? That's the oldest panel.
Yep, so now we're at 0. I'm going to check both. And what we want to do, that's 0. See 0, 0?
I mean, okay. Yep.
Okay, so what you do is you go to another receptacle. You would normally go to another receptacle and make sure it's called live, dead, live. And you want to make sure that you're checking a live circuit, a dead circuit, and then a live circuit to make sure that your meter's working. But I'm just going to double check it one more time. So we're at 0 now, so we're good. So now we can play the wire nut game, which they didn't twist any of their wires.
No, they were falling off
That
earlier.
wire nut just came off.
Yeah, the one from the dishwasher came off of my hand.
Look at this right here.
Oh, shit.
You see that?
Yeah, they're touching practically.
Well, they're supposed to be touching and twisted together.
Right, but they're
That
not
one there,
twisted,
they're
I
not
guess.
twisted at all.
Yeah.
It's,
Usually you take your pliers and twist them.
yes. So that is,
Yeah,
That's-
it's disconnected now. I swear, it's a wonder this house didn't burn down.
yeah, so this is a hole there. That was done the same way. This one, I don't think there's a wire nut. I think they just,
Taped it. Yeah.
look at that. So we're
This
just
is
gonna,
what you call homeowner shit. When you don't know what you're doing.
oh yeah, this is nice. So somehow they, wow, look at that shit.
What is happening there?
They had no wire nut and no insulation on the hot wire. So my cutters, since I watched your video,
Oh, yeah. You found them.
yeah.
You didn't know where they were, though, did you? I do.
Okay, so so basically what we're trying to do here is we're just going to clip these off. You always want to clip one wire at a time, by the way. We never clip.
Because you don't want the ground, or whatever, the positive and negative together. Is it a positive and negative? Or
No,
it's not. It's just
hot
hot
and
and
neutral.
neutral.
But that's the most creative, most terrible connection I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen a connection that bad, ever. Okay, so that takes care of that. So
Think they
one of
YouTubed
these,
this? Like, how you think they got all this information to do this?
I don't know, but it's really bad. I mean, on a
So
scale,
basically, every single bit of wiring that they did, that we can figure that they did, we already know is going to be terrible, and we got to replace it.
yeah. So now that we're here, and we know we're replacing this wire right here, which
You got. That's that really old stuff. And is there any? Well, no. You know it's all off. So never mind.
so
Wow, is that the wire that's brittle that's falling?
no, that's just the jacket. Okay, so now that we have that part straightened out, and you want to make sure you don't have two sources, because you could have.
That's what I was wondering. How do you know if it's all off?
Okay, so that goes here. So now what we're going to do... Oh, look, more! More!
What the hell is that wire?
That's the wire that goes down to underneath the kitchen.
That's the one you were wondering about.
That's the one I have to replace. So
What? Good gosh.
so
Don.
this is the hot.
Why? And they just added a piece just for funsies because they didn't have enough,
Yep.
and they just taped it. Oh, there's a wire nut, I guess, but.
So what I want to do here is I'm going to strip these back.
And it really wouldn't have been hard for. You're gonna no. You're not using that.
No, I have to use that just for now to check for power. So this is going to the light fixture, is what I'm
Yes.
assuming.
And you just want to put those two together to see if it works.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this kind of up. And then I'm going to take this right here.
And that goes to the kitchen to other outlets, probably.
Yes, I think so. I think it goes to the rest of the kitchen. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip that back. We'll clip this off. Clip this off. That don't even matter. Right there. But we may be able to reuse this wire right here, because this is Romex,
Yeah,
and it's actually pretty
right.
good.
Yeah, it was like,
But what we're going to do is
what is this yellow wire?
jumper. It was a jumper wire. And keep your grounds long. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that for now, and we're going to test this for hot. Okay? So we know that's disconnected.
How do you test it for hot? You have to cut the power back on.
Okay, so now, where'd that meet up? So now you should have 120 from here to here, which you do.
Sure. Music playing. Okay. Just all of a sudden it started playing.
123.
Is that
Okay, so we know that that's the hot wire, and we know that that's the wire going underneath there. So when I replace that, that's like a major safety issue.
Yeah, because it goes right under. It went under the water. It was
Right.
getting wet the whole time.
Yeah, and let's just make sure that we don't have any other source. So what I want to do, and I don't think we do, but I don't want to take any chances.